Peace, everyone. Peace to all who's watching this video, if you're tuning in. So, in this video, I'm continuing on with my conversation about reparations. And I know a lot's not going to get what I'm saying, because you want money. Someone left a comment on my video about something to the effect of it's not being about feelings, but reparations is a debt owed. Yeah, it took me a while to calm down off that one, because it pissed me off when I read that silly ass comment. It really did. Because I'm passionate about this. Because when I think about what our ancestors went through, see, you got to understand something. When I think about our ancestors, they owned hundreds of acres of land. Hundreds. I'm talking, 200, 300, 400 acres of land when you properly do the research, and they had their lands taken from them. That's what a lot of what the lynchings were about. When I think about our people, the women being the R word, can't say that on YouTube, right? And what they did to the babies, if the babies came out, too melanated. Alligator bait. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do the research, right? When I think about all of that, when I think about what we're still going through as a people, for example, the Javion McGee case, right? Our young men, here's a young man who was excited about his life, out there driving an 18-wheeler, excited about his life, had a new career that he had just started, and for him to be suspended from a tree like that, and then they try to say that, oh well, he did it to himself, and close that case. Nah. When I think about that, and he wasn't the first. When I think about our children, our young people, our children, our babies that have been trafficked and still being trafficked, do you know how many of our children and our young people go missing every year? The number, the exact number of that, every single year? Because they don't put the correct data out when it comes to that, And I think about that. How many of our people went missing and turned up when they was able to find the body with the organs missing? They stuffed with newspaper. Let's really talk about, if we're going to talk about reparations, let's really talk about it. Let's get down and dirty with it. You see? Because if you're not passionate like this, and I'm trying to hold myself together, because when I think about it and I talk about it, I get filled with rage, right? Show you the moon. See how bright that moon is? Let me zoom in on that moon real quick. There you go. Yeah. Let me zoom in on that moon real quick. That's the moon, as far as I can zoom in. But again, I get filled with rage when I think about it. Because we have been at war ever since these invaders got here. We're still at war. We're prisoners of war. And too many of us seem to forget about that. You want some money? That's what you want? You want to get paid? And here's a funny thing about that. There's a brother by the name of Ambassador Prince Michael. Now check this out. This brother, Ambassador Prince Michael, he represents the Kikuyu tribe over there in Kenya, Mount Kenya, right? And he actually represented us a few years back, did all the paperwork, took the United States government to court and everything. I forgot the dollar amount, but it was so much money that they wouldn't have been able to pay that dollar amount. But anyway, all he needed was about 1,000 signatures, right? So for all the people out there talking about reparations, this brother couldn't get 1,000 signatures. Okay? Look him up. His name is Ambassador Prince Michael. He's on YouTube, he's on Instagram. I believe he's on TikTok too. He's been, this was a few years ago. He showed the documents and everything. All right? He was shadow banned. They shadow banned his work. I believe the brother still gets shadow banned. But my point is this. Again, there's no dollar amount that can never compare. They can't come up with a dollar amount. And that was the point of my video. What's the dollar amount? What would be enough for all of you who want reparations so badly? What is the dollar amount that would make you feel satisfied or comfortable to say, okay, yeah, this dollar amount would suffice. This makes me feel good for the blood of our ancestors, of my ancestors, right? What would make you feel comfortable? What dollar amount? And also, what about our people still getting cut down in the streets? Our children, our women being trafficked, organ harvesting, adrenochrome. What? Because the rabbit hole goes real deep. See, because they know more about us than we know about ourselves. You see, they know who we really are, right? Still to this day, melanin is probably still worth more than a gram of melanin is still worth more than a gram of gold. Look it up. Look it up. Okay? What about all of that? So, for those who would agree and want reparations, you'll accept that check and turn a blind eye to what we're still going through, still to this day, because it's going to continue. Right? And this is my opinion. Nobody have to agree with me. I don't care if anyone agree with me. You don't agree with me, I don't care. This is how I feel about it. This is how I feel. Because to me, that's selling out. You're saying forget our ancestors and forget what we're going through. Whoever get caught up, get cut down the street, that's their problem. I want to get paid. And that's a damn shame. Right? And it's also, in my opinion, cowardly. Because to all my brothers out there, more than ever, we have to stand up and be men. We got to be warriors. Where the warriors at? Who's going to stand up for the ancestors? Who's going to stand up for our women and children? Because we still at war. Our women, our babies, our young people still got targets on their back right now. Who's going to stand up for them? Who's willing to stand up for them and get on that front line? Or is it just, you know what, I don't care about all that. I only care about me and mine and my household. As long as I'm eating good and my household eating good, forget everybody else. That's what we on? That's what it's all about? And you wonder why other groups of people come over to these lands and leapfrog over us and do better than us. Look at how we think. What happened to us? And what's going to happen to us if we continue on this path and we don't wake up? We need to wake up. And I'm not the only one who's making out this, who's making videos like this and putting a call out that we need to stand up. Right? I'm not the only one. There are others, thankfully, who gets it. Right? Because I'm telling you right now, our women are looking, the sisters are looking at us. Our babies and children are looking up at us men, and they got to be wondering, when are we going to take a stand as men? Where's the warrior spirit? Or we just want to look good, you know, get some money and buy a nice foreign vehicle and, you know, some nice jewelry or whatever, designer clothes, you know, eat a nice good steak. I myself enjoy a good meal. But while you living good and eating good and looking good and driving good, what about our women and children and babies that are suffering? What about the blood that continues to get spilled? What about our ancestors? This is just how I feel. So again, like I said in the first video, when I think about reparations, that question pops up in my mind. And I don't feel comfortable about it. I just don't. I'm going to accept a check, reparations, and meanwhile, is it going to be enough? And then if you accept that check, do you lose your voice after that? What can you say after that? What can you say about what our ancestors went through, what we still continue to go through? What can we say after that? Because, hey, we gave you your money. You got your reparations. Right? So whether you agree with me or not, you don't agree with me, that's your business. That's your business, you don't agree. All right? This is King B. I go by King B. Be safe out there. Shout out to each and every one of you, whether you agree with me or not. This is my opinion. And this is how I feel. You don't have to agree with me. But shout out to each and every one of you. Be safe out there. Love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. Watch your backs out there. Watch each other's backs. And I just don't know what's going to happen if we don't wake up, especially my fellow men out there, my brothers. I don't know what's going to happen if we don't wake up. I just don't. Because our women, our children, our babies, our youth, they're waiting on us. Where's the warriors at? Where's the warrior spirit at? It's King B News and Views. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm out.